Parents everywhere are shocked and worried about the safety of theirs and our children, and you're not alone if you're wondering what to say to your child and how to be a little bit more specific about the subject. And this morning, we want to introduce Patty.
Yeah, Patty Fitzgerald from Safely Ever After, a child safety program. She joins us live in studio with some of the answers. She's also the author of No Trespassing, This Is My Body. Patty, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
I know this whole week we were covering this story and it just kept getting worse. Disturbing to a lot of parents out there. What can parents talk to their kids about? How can they talk to their kids about this topic?
Okay, well, it doesn't have to be a scary topic. I think parents shy away from it because they think it's going to be scary or weird. The best thing you can do is set up the family rules with your kids early on. No secrets from mom or dad, especially a secret about your body. No private parts games. If somebody tries to break that rule, it's okay to tell mom and dad. We won't get mad. We'll back you up on it. And trusting your instinct. That's one of the biggest things. And sometimes parents don't want to believe that the nice teacher could do such a thing. And so we either talk ourselves out of that instinct or we talk our children out of it. And that really does a disservice to the kids.
Right.
I was just going to say, how early on should you be talking to your kids about this? How young is too young? And are there different topics that you should adjust as the kids get older?
Yes, that's a great question. It's not too young at 4 years old to start introducing certain concepts, topics, ideas, words, simple things like you're the boss of your body. Kids love that. It gives them ownership. It gives them an empowerment. And telling your child at 4 you're the boss of your body, you can carry that on till your child is 14, and like mine is right now. And then they're growing up with that sort of empowerment. So, boss of my body, no secrets. It's okay to say no if somebody gives you an uh-oh feeling.
Yeah.
Talk to kids about the uh-oh feeling, about what's thumbs up and what's thumbs down. So with the right child-friendly language, it doesn't have to be yucky, it doesn't have to be scary. It sets up the framework for what's okay, what's not okay in their language.
And in talking to our children about their private parts, these things that are coming, is it better to be a little bit more adult in our conversation about that, a little more realistic, I might say?
Yes, I always recommend that parents use the anatomically correct words for body parts because it's very empowering, again, to a child, and it's also very clear. When you use the correct words for body parts, the child understands exactly what's okay and not okay. And it's also a very clear sign to others in their familiar circle that mom and dad have been talking to their kids about this. If a child can say, you know, that's not okay, and use those correct words, it's a nice red flag to that other person. Stay away. This is not the child I want to target.
Right.
What's really interesting, though, this case at Miramonte Elementary School, many of the children were not touched inappropriately necessarily. They thought they were playing a game. He'd passed this off allegedly, that this was a game. How do you talk to your kids about that? And kind of, you know, at the end of every day, do you really have to say, what did you do today? Well, what kind of game?
Yes, that's such a great question because you've got to be involved and ask your kids, know what their day-to-day is like. What did you do in school today? And don't settle for when they say nothing. Tell me a game. What did you do? And listen, kids aren't always going to disclose very clearly if something was weird, but they'll give you a clue, like Mr. B put tape on my mouth. Immediately your radar is going to go up and you're going to take an action. We played this game, we felt a bug on our face. Wait a minute. So know what their day-to-day is like. Yes, I had lunch in the classroom by myself with the teacher. Oh, the door open or closed? Teachers really shouldn't be in a classroom during lunch or after hours with the door closed. So listen to those kinds of clues and cues and what your kid tells you about their day.
And going back to us as adults, as parents, you have a child, I have children in class. I find it vitally important to walk into those classes once in a while.
Absolutely.
Not on an everyday basis, but just walk in, maybe even unannounced, and just see what the vibe of the room is like.
That's you're right on. Be a visible parent. That is a deterrent to anybody who wants to target because they go, uh-oh, you're paying attention to me. That's the biggest deterrent in that they think, this one's going to catch me. I better back off. So yeah, show up unannounced every now and then. see how they're interacting with the other kids.
And show that you're involved.
And show that you're involved, yeah.
Patty Fitzgerald, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Pleasure.
Wonderful advice, so important.
Yes. It's a touchy subject, but great information and information we all need to know. We appreciate your, your giving us all that info. Thank you.
Thank you.